Well, hello everybody. It's Bug Eater 64 here once again in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we're going to be flying the uh, King Air 350i. Now, the picture behind me is the same aircraft, but it's in my X-Plane picture file because I didn't have one for Microsoft Flight Simulator that I thought was worth a diddly. So we're going to be flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and we're going to be flying from my home base at Miami International up to Daytona Beach, KDAD. So we're going to be flying there, and it's going to be an air hauler 2 flight. We're going to be carrying some cargo, a little over 2,000 pounds. And so we're going to get in the cockpit, we're going to get started, and let's get this flight going. See you inside. Okay, here we are in the cockpit, and we've got the aircraft up and running. We're just going to be going through some final checks and so on, just to make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be. And you do hear the beeping in the background. That is air hauler 2 letting me know I haven't started it yet, but I'm not going to start it till I'm ready to go. So we're going to be taking off from runway 30, and that is way over here. So we've got a very, very long taxi. Not to worry, I won't make you have to deal with all of that.
American 1307 requesting pushback. American 1307 pushback request accepted.
Especially when I contact and request clearance to taxi and they give me a... I'm glad I don't have to read it.
Heavy request taxi to the gate. Frontier Flight 15905 Heavy taxi to gate 79er via taxiway Juliet Quebec Yankee November Whiskey Mike November 5.
That works for me. Glad I don't have to read it back.
Miami ground American 1307 requesting the end of pushback. American 1307 request to end pushback received.
This is a hugely busy airport.
Miami ground American 1307 with Sierra ready to taxi IFR. American 1307 taxi to an
make
hold
sure
short
they're
of runway
good.
30 via taxiway 75 Sierra 1 Tango Quebec 8 cross runway 27 Quebec 8. Contact tower on 118.3 when ready. Taxiing to gate 79er using taxiway Juliet Quebec Yankee November Whiskey Mike November 5 Frontier Flight 159er 5 Heavy.
Yeah. Once again, glad I don't have to read them back.
Taxi to and hold short runway 30 using taxiway 75 Sierra 1 Tango Quebec 8 cross runway 27 Quebec 8 American 1307.
Okay, controls are free and clear.
American 1307 hold position caution other traffic. American 1307 continue taxi.
One problem I do have with Microsoft's version of this King Air 350 is it's sometimes difficult to set the trim to know exactly where it's at. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and set the altitude that I want to fly at today, which is going to be right around 8,000 feet. So we'll get that set. sure the flight director is on. And set our vertical speed for about 800 feet for climb. King Air 350 will do much more than that, but I'm in not that big a hurry today. So we'll get that set. So let's get to air hauler and get that taken care of. Okay, we got a good connection. Cargo is on board, so we're in good shape. Let's get ready to taxi. Okay, so here we are, holding short at runway 30. And we'll get things ready here to take off.
Florida Air 6141, contact ground on 127.5. Repeater 64 Alpha Alpha Delta, X-ray cleared for takeoff, runway 30 straight out, departure approved.
Very good, so we can go ahead and start.
Cleared to land, runway 30.
Check everything, make sure our flaps are down for takeoff configuration.
Swift flight 503 cleared to land, runway 30. Follow the generic.
Cleared me to land just as that jet was touching down. That could have gotten ugly if I been ready to go.
Approach American 1635. Cleared to land, runway 30,
and this is where ATC, this one of the problems with MS2020 is the fact that especially this airport apparently is so busy that it's hard sometimes to acknowledge when I've been contacted. We're going to take off here and be on our way.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 30, Buggeater 64 Alpha Alpha Delta X-ray.
Thank you. We're gone.
Cleared ILS runway 30 approach, United 576. .5 Martin Air 6141. Miami Tower, Brickyard 4871 at runway 30, ready for takeoff IFR to Raleigh. Brickyard 4871 cold, short runway 30. Traffic is generic, on short final.
And let's see if anybody figures out maybe something I forgot to do.
Number 2 for landing.
Pretty obvious, actually.
Follow the generic on final. Wind 056 at 7. American 29er, 45 exit, runway when able. Swift flight 503, go around. Cleared to land, runway 30, number 2, United 576. American 1635, cleared to land, runway 30. Number 2 for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind 056 at 7. 25 exit, runway when able.
And feel free to let me know if you figured out what I did wrong.
Clear to land runway 30, number 2, American 1635. American 29er, 45 contact ground on 120.35. Repeater 64 Alpha Delta, X-ray, you are leaving my airspace, frequency change approved. Hold short runway 30 Brickyard, 4871. Miami Tower Brickyard, 483710 miles.
Looks like we're
Southeast,
set here.
runway 30 approach.
We are following the purple.
4837 Miami Tower. Cleared ILS, runway 30 approach. Altimeter 30.19er, wind 296 at 8. Miami Tower FlexJet 45212 miles, east inbound ILS, runway 30 approach. FlexJet 452 Miami Tower. Cleared ILS, runway 30 approach. Altimeter
How long I have to wait just to acknowledge?
United 576, turn next taxiway. Cleared ILS, runway 30 approach, Brickyard 4837. American 1635, go around.
Miami Tower Bug Eater 64 Alpha Delta X-ray frequency change.
Finally.
ILS, runway 30 approach, FlexJet 452. Generic 48 November, please expedite your descent to 2,500 feet. JetBlue 17905, contact Miami Center on 123.775.
Enough of this. Let's get out of here. So, approaching Daytona, getting our ATIS information.
Visibility 10. Sky condition, few clouds at 600 feet, a few clouds at 4,300 feet, a few clouds at 12,400 feet. Temperature 21.
And we'll be making a right-hand turn. One thing, King Air is a pretty airplane.
Bug Eater 64 Alpha Delta X-ray cleared to land runway 25 right. Wind 326 at 15.
Cleared to land runway 25 right, Bug Eater 64 Alpha Delta X-ray.
Right now I'm on my downwind leg. As I get a little bit over the water, I'm going to turn left onto the base and then left again for 25 right. Okay, I'll put it down. Airspeed gets a little bit low, he gets excited. Alright, so we're going to throw in the first degree of flaps. Speed here just to keep things safe. I've got clearance to land, and somebody has parked a jet on my runway. So I know I can just fly through him, but I hate that. That just destroys immersion, something awful. Now I'm going to go a little bit long on the landing and fly over this thing. We're going to be long. All right, reversers. And we'll pull off the runway.
Alpha Delta X-ray exit runway when able. Bug Eater 64 Alpha Delta X-ray contact ground on 121.9er.
He's gonna get mad because I didn't acknowledge him.
Bug Eater 64 Alpha Delta X-ray, did you hear my last transmission?
Yeah.
121.9er Bug Eater 64 Alpha Delta X-ray. Daytona ground Bug Eater 64 Alpha Delta X-ray taxi to parking.
Bug Eater 64 Alpha Delta X-ray taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Lima Delta Alpha cross runway 25 right Alpha.
Okay.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Lima Delta Alpha cross runway 25 right Alpha Bug Eater 64 Alpha Delta X-ray.
unfortunately, I don't have any of the charts for these airports. I don't know where these taxiways are. So we'll just go the easiest way we can find. And here we are. We're going to come up here and park. Wasn't that fun on that taxi? All right, we're going to park it right here. Conditioners, cut the fuel off. Drops the feather. Parking brake set. All is good. Well, all right then. No problems whatsoever on that flight, and it was completed. A nice smooth landing. We got paid for our efforts, and everything is good. I sure hope you enjoyed the flight. Fairly simple. Just get her started, get her in the air, and go. And we're still experimenting with the FS Playground replay system, which is working fairly well. And I'm learning it, and it's got some little interesting intricacies that I still haven't figured out yet. But all is going well. I spent the last 2 days after a Windows update. I had to completely rework some files that got, I don't know, they didn't like the new Windows update. And so I didn't get to do any flying for a couple days while I tried to update everything. But everything is working well now. And hopefully we're going to do a few flights in VR. That's coming up as I slowly incorporate things into Microsoft Flight Simulator. And until then, this is Bug Eater 64. And as always, please remember, safe flying.